before I pass out.
Get red. Get red. Welcome to the show. Jim's getting red. Oh my God. You got really
Too far.
red.
Gone too far.
So when you've talked about literally everything, this is what you resort to. Hey, turn red. How red can you get?
That's right. I just decided to try it now. How red can I get before I pass out?
It's trying to match that shirt. Although that's an orange. That's
This is
a
an
bright,
orange.
That's a bright orange. What does it say?
It's an orange. It says beat your
December?
wreck.
Oh. Look at this fucking sellout.
Beat your wreck. I just had to grab a different shirt because I was sweating.
But that's what the people want to see.
Yeah.
They don't want to see this.
No.
They want to see sweaty mans.
Yeah. Teddy had a baseball game, so I wanted to change because I was hot. I was pitching him some batting practice before we left for the game, and I was getting all sweaty because it was like 80 degrees outside.
This is just the beginning.
I know. I was I was happy about it. I wasn't upset.
If you're sweating now, because it was windy, it's like 15-mile-per-hour wind. You're gonna be dead this summer. You're like, I'm sweating. It's like it's 60 degrees, sir.
Well, I had jeans on.
15-mile-per-hour wind. Okay.
I had jeans on. They're very snug. Doesn't help.
If you're rocking the denims. So, I wanted to pad the opening to give some people some time to get in here. I don't think they did. That's fine. I don't care.
Didn't work out for you?
Oh, because I guess people are going to want to hear this. And if you're listening to the podcast, you are hearing this, and I thank you for that. And if you're tuning in live on Facebook Live, you're going to be seeing this. Let's talk about Jim's basketball injury. It's right there. It's the first topic right there on the show notes.
Yeah, it's rough.
Let's do it. So it seems every week we talk about how rec center basketball went, and
or is going or whatever.
Yeah, well, we played again because that's how weekly games work, and they went better. We played better. I shot better. It was fun. There's just really one incident that kind of soured the whole thing.
Just a little
even
bit.
on the car ride home, I was like, "Hey, you might be dying, but I shot the ball well." So hey.
Yeah, you had back-to-back threes in one of the games before this happened.
I almost brought us back in Game 3, but
Game 3 is my best game too.
Yeah, it all happened in Game 3.
So let's take a look here. Okay, see these are taped together. Got to use the buddy tape. So let's see how it looks.
Show me the finger. It's fat
And crooked.
Is it a roller coaster track?
Yeah. So that's what we're looking at this week. Let's see, can it focus on my? Don't look at my face.
It's got a fat base, and then it's still kind of crooked.
Yeah, it's very crooked.
Like here's to
Well, yeah, here's my normal finger. That's them back to back.
There you go.
I had 3 nurses because I work at a school, so I had 3 nurses look at it and the athletic trainer. The trainer looked at it today, and she said she's doing all these things, like bending it the way that it. Okay, so people know. Imagine this. My finger, because some people just listen to this. So my pinky finger, and then from this middle knuckle, it was just bent like that out 90 degrees. So just kind of crooked. So the ball hit the tip of the finger and just boom, popped it out. And I freaked out. And apparently Dale had to remind me. I said something to the effect of, because when it happened, I was like in the state of shock. He was like, you said something like, it's out. And then you were like, I got it in.
Yeah, you're the game. This is Game 3. It's really close. It looks like we might steal one here, which I was very excited about. And then the ball, I think it was the ball. You jam your finger. The ball will fuck you up. You get jammed up. You break a finger. You dislocate a finger, and that's what happened. I think it was a rebound, loose ball. You went for the thing, and it was just one of those and I was just like, oh, Jim's hurt. He seems kind of hurt, and I'm wondering, because I'm on the sidelines waiting to unleash the 3 monsters. I'm like, how hurt is he? On that scale 1 to 10, because that was the initial roar. I was like, that was a good 4 or 5 roar. And then you're like, it's not in.
Was that what I said? It's not in?
It's not in.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, it's probably about an 8 or a 9, I'd imagine. And you're just like coming to the sideline, and you're like hobbling. And I'm like, I don't think it's his leg, but his finger's all fucked up. And you're like, it's not in. Oh, it's in again. I got it. And I was just like, am I coming in the game? I have no idea what's happening.
You were just like, I guess I'll go in. Because he's just walking off the court.
I was like, hot tag.
Oh, man. It didn't hurt as bad as it shocked me. Like, it hurt really bad. But it didn't hurt much worse than a really bad jammed finger. So I was just like, ooh, ow, that hurt. And then I saw it and was like, it's not in. Oh, man. It freaked me out.
Yeah, you're not supposed to, like, look at that stuff because it's... it's not natural, so it scares you.
Right. Oh, I knew what you mean.
You said it didn't hurt. You're like, I fucked something up real bad.
Mm-hmm.
But then you look at it and it's like
out.
It's like when the kid hurts himself and you're freaking out, but you know not to freak out because they're gonna freak out.
That's
got to
different.
play it cool. It's very similar though.
No, but I mean, it's a different reaction when it's your kid. You don't freak out until you're like, are you okay? And then you're like, oh my God, you almost died. But this was just like, and I looked at it because I'm like, ooh, that hurt like a little bit more than normal, but it felt like a jammed finger. And I looked and it was just just dangling. It looked like that. Oh, Denzel. So I just grabbed it and I just started like touching it really. I didn't like yank it and pull it back in. I just sort of tapped it and it just doink, it just went back in. The trainer looked at it today though, and she told me there's this ligament on the outside of the knuckle here, and she's shifting it all around. I'm like, ooh, feels like it's almost gonna pop out again. She's like, yeah, that ligament's definitely gone. That's just snapped. That's not attached to anything anymore. It's like, okay, great. She's like, that won't be a big deal. The scar tissue will sort of cover it up, and then she's like, it's not like you're gonna play in the NBA or anything, so you'll be okay. You'll be okay. I'm like, oh yeah.
So how does it feel? Because I was expecting and kind of hoping to get updates like daily. Oh, it's swollen. Oh, I can't move it. Oh, I can sort of move it. Because we're a couple days out from the next game. Yeah,
it was really swollen for a couple days, but like that initial period, I could move it okay. But now you can I can't move it further than like almost a 90-degree angle. Like, I just can't bend it further than that. It hurts really bad. But if I tape it to this other finger, it's fine. Like, I can shoot and dribble, as well as I can. But now I'm like, I'm going to preemptively tape these two together, because if what happened to my right hand happened to my left hand, I'm not playing guitar the same way ever again.
Oh, geez.
There's a ligament that's just not attached anymore in my finger, and it just doesn't move the same, like forever, unless I get some sort of expensive surgery or whatever. But that's not happening.
Do they make basketball gloves?
If they do, I'm not wearing them. I draw the line at tape.
They do, and it's great. They look like they don't look great. I think some of these are just grip. You want to be gripped up, not like. How you're 55 years old and you're trying to save what you've got left, huh?
How did Denzel's finger happen? That's not always like that, is it?
As long as he's been an actor, I believe so. That's
what do they do? They just stick your hand on your pants for this scene because nobody wants to see that.
Whenever you see him, he does have his hand behind his back. If he's doing red carpet, it just looks like he's a distinguished gentleman. But he's hiding that shit.
No. Okay.
He might have got it fixed by this point. It was a long time ago.
This finger is not going to get fixed because it's not really important. But if I had Denzel money, mine doesn't even look gross like his. I would definitely get his fixed if I had Denzel money. Like whatever it takes, $20 million. Like it's not brain surgery. It can't be that bad. If I could just cut it off and put a fake one there instead.
Seemed to have been a childhood accident that he never got around to fixing.
Well, I mean, this is going to pop out again, I'm sure, because that ligament's gone. There's nothing holding it in anymore. It's just sort of like, I think there might be a ligament on the other side. she didn't break down the human anatomy for me. She just told me, yeah, this one on this side is not there anymore, because she was moving it around. She could tell. Compared it to my good one. He's like, yeah, just do they call this the buddy, tape it into a buddy.
Tape it to a buddy. So talk to you like you were a 7-year-old.
No.
Here's just a little buddy. Tape it. Well, I'm glad you'll be able to play, because I was worried about that.
I'll be able to, unfortunately. I'll be able to play.
Good.
Have to deal with me out there again this week.
Good. I like our chances this week. I like our chances.
Yeah, I'm really scared, though, because, I'm like, that's a 50-50 shot. If it would have happened to my left hand, oh, my God.
Well, just do what I do and don't rebound or fight for loose balls.
The problem was that was the game where I was like, that's it. We can win this one.
Oh, yeah, we were playing the assholes, so we were a little fired up in that game. It wasn't just like, just play for fun.
Let's be fair. There was really just one asshole.
It's one asshole. Yeah,
the worst player on the team.
They and then to be fair, I guess they are kids. They're all 18, 19 years old. But that little shithead, I hated him.
But doesn't it make it worse then if none of the other ones are shitheads?
This is how big of a shithead this kid was. I had to go to the scorekeeper referee guy, and I was just like, hey, I just want you to know this Bieber-looking kid's being a real shithead over here. And I just want to let you know, in case he gets an accidental elbow, that it's on him. And he was like, "Yo, sure, okay, oh, thank you."
Said,
no, don't thank me.
Thank you.
Don't thank me.
Thanks for the heads up.
Like, I shouldn't be telling you this. I was just so heated about that little fucking shithead. And then you fucked up your finger and you were out. So I get up on the court, and the old Steven is just like, "Who do you want?" And I was just like, him. I want him. I fucking Hulk Hogan. You. I wanted that little fucker. Oh, it's fun.
Yeah, he was being a
Basketball's
dickhead.
fun.
And they're supposed to be like church kids and stuff. And this kid was just being
He would talk
piece of shit.
Yeah, just say
And the worst
stupid
one.
shit.
Like,
And
it wasn't even close.
the worst.
It wasn't even close. He was definitely the worst one on the team, like by a large margin.
Yeah. Oh.
Like, he's the only person I've ever seen come out of a game because it's like, you might lose this one if he stays in a little bit longer. Your lead might be dwindling.
Well, we well, mostly you, but we mentally broke him down at one point, because you guys were going back and forth, and he's getting frustrated. I'm on the sideline like, he doesn't have shit, Jim. And then he missed a shot, and like almost after that, he was just like, I'm out of here. I'm pissed off. That's what he says to his buddy. Are you okay? No, I'm pissed off. I'm like, these fucking children.
Yeah, his buddy asked him if he's okay because he's had this look on his face like he's in physical pain. But when you get put on the floor by somebody that's double your age, and really, I'm not going to take 100% of the credit for it. I just got the ball, was in triple threat, and he just fell down the first time. I mean, what am I supposed to do? I should have just shot over him. I should have just hardened him for 3.
No, it's much more fun to take somebody off the dribble.
But once he fell
It's
the
more
first time,
humiliating.
yeah, it definitely is. But once he fell the first time, then the next time he was on me, I knew he was going to be like, okay, I'm not going to fall this time. And then he fell again.
Yeah. And you didn't even really like hit him with a jab or anything. You just like kind of caught it. And you must have gave him like the eyebrow fake to end all eyebrow fakes. Because he's just...
I gave him the old your shoes untied. I just gave him that one.
Yeah, and he's one of those...
Like your dick's out one.
He just likes to, dribble.
Yeah, he does
cross.
He does the head move
do anything,
thing, but it does nothing. It never fakes anyone out.
Yeah. I'm pissed off.
Yeah,
I'd
so...
be pissed off, too, if I fucking fell that hard.
Poor guy. I don't know. And he's got a really bad haircut. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I was like fucking Justin Bieber over here. He didn't even ask me like which one. He was just like, I know exactly who you're talking about. It's the black shirt kid.
And we had heard the week before that team got into a little scuffle with another team. And I'm like, that's weird because they all seemed like pretty nice guys. Now I totally get it. It had to be Justin Bieber's fault. And K-Fed on the other team, Kevin Federline is on the other team that they almost got in a scuffle with. He would not have put up with that. He would have said, Popo, Sow! He said, mm-mm.
Yeah. So I'm glad. I think we're done with them. Maybe in the
I think
tournament.
in the Kumite we'll see them one more time. Hey, save it for the Kumite.
Oh man, I cannot wait now for this tournament.
Should I do a psych out with my bad finger and just like pull it out in front when he's going to shoot? I gotta make those faces too, like RoboCop.
Yeah, when he gets
RoboCop
the sand in his eyes. That's my favorite part, when he gets the sand in the eyes and he's just like, all right, now you have to sell it. And he's just like, I'm blinded. Oh, Jean-Claude.
Oh man, not a lot of action going on in the comment box.
I mean, the first week, they're like, oh, they're doing Facebook. Make sure they get the hits. And
Am I just missing it on the desktop version? Because I'm usually in the mobile version. Let's see.
I don't know.
Let's take a look. Let's try and see if we can get in here. Nope, I'm not.
Might be
mistaken.
frozen. My OBS does look a little frozen.
Yeah, it's not moving now.
Well, shit.
It's live, but it's not in motion.
Let me see what I can do.
We'll figure that out. It's not a huge deal.
So, Jim.
Dale.
I'm going to have to close all of that. More drama in Haddonfield.
No
Kind of.
fooling. What's happened now? Let's recap for people that haven't been with us. Let's recap.
Well, there's been 6 posters.
Yeah, we don't know how many of them are real.
Yeah, what people like, what people don't like. John Carpenter, there's supposed to be a screening that went poorly, and John Carpenter said that's not true. And
what screening, huh?
It's not how we do it. It's just not how we do it. So nobody really knows. And this week, it seems that they had a teaser at CinemaCon, which is a con that I've never heard of before, but I'm glad they're around. CinemaCon. And if it feels like I'm talking slow, it's because I'm trying to get the OBS going. And it's doing a lot of things at once, and I don't think it's going to work, so fuck it.
Okay.
CinemaCon. They did a screening, a teaser for it, and people were very fucking excited. Now, Jim, do you want spoilers for this teaser?
Of course.
I can pretty much describe what. Okay.
Yes, I do, because I'm going to see it eventually.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if it comes out in the next week or two, because like we said, it's about that time. So, from Pia S. Roy on Twitter, this is just about the plot. This isn't even about the teaser, which is interesting. It follows. See, and I'm iffy on this, Jim. Mm-hmm. I'd love to know what you think about this. It follows a true crime investigative team making a documentary about the 40-year-old incident, and of course things go wrong, and Michael Myers escapes and heads straight for Laurie Strode.
He escapes from, I guess, jail.
Yeah, I think
like Smith's Grove type, the sanitarium situation. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. So he gets shot 6 times, falls out the window, and they just catch him, basically. I would imagine. Yeah. Unless there's more to it. Maybe it's like, and then he ran amok a little bit, and then we caught him.
I don't think so.
Okay.
But according to Eric Vesby, he says, he starts describing the teaser, and he says, Laurie is with her daughter, and spoilers, by the way, for this teaser. Laurie is with her daughter and young granddaughter, Halloween night, 2018. She says Laurie has turned into a warrior, hell-bent on protecting her family and determined to keep Michael locked up forever. He goes on to say, it's a new story that after he was shot by Loomis, Michael was recommitted, and Laurie has been preparing in case he ever breaks out, which is the case. Supposedly some teenagers are talking in the teaser. Wasn't it her brother that killed all those people? It wasn't her brother. That's something people made up. So we talked about that.
They're trying to retcon it.
Just the one-liners. A lot of people didn't like that. They're like, that's pretty fucking convenient and on the nose. And it's like they're just ripping the Band-Aid.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I guess it's better to go in to rip that Band-Aid in the teaser.
Yeah.
Than to gym people up. I'm like, okay, H2O, what's going on with the thorn? Like, what? What are you talking about, kid? Get out of here.
Get out.
So, hey, is he still her brother? No. Teaser establishes this. Okay.
Well, see, that's the thing.
Maybe it's a...
Why would they bring up
Maybe it's a false flag?
The brother thing at all?
Could be a false flag operation.
Because I think a lot of people are still going to assume that part of it. Like, yeah, maybe the Jamie Lloyd, maybe Thorne and this, that, and the other. But that's always been pretty hard in the canon, even though that was established in part 2. And this is ignoring part 2. It's gonna be hard for some people to swallow.
Maybe that line's in there because she would have never known if part 2 didn't happen. You know, like she wouldn't really know. Did they reveal it to her in part 2? Because Loomis and the nurse talk about it in the car. But, I don't think they get time to, sit her down and tell her because they go to rescue her at the hospital after they figure that out. Because he figures it out and he's like, turn around, I'm going to shoot you in the head. And they go to the hospital. So maybe they throw that in there because, nobody is supposed to know. Like, she wouldn't have even known that. But, social media, it'll slip out.
Yeah, it came out.
Maybe. That's a good point. They wouldn't just throw... If they were just going to not have her be the sister, they just don't do it.
It's like bringing up a Jamie Lloyd or bringing up a Thorne. It's like, don't.
Yeah.
Just, if you're going to ignore something, ignore it. Don't bring up things that are not canon because you're just mucking it up. Also, Laurie is never once shown as scared in the footage. She's a woman on a mission, just as much a hunter as Michael. According to Eric Vespi, he also says there was a shot of Michael Myers post-breakout tormenting a girl in a bathroom stall. His hand goes over the door and drops a dozen bloody teeth on the floor. So here you go. Here's some teeth. You're like, here they are.
That's weird. Okay.
That seems Rob Zombie-ish.
Yeah, that doesn't...
It's a little grim and hard for the sake of being hard.
Yeah, he didn't really resort to that type of thing. Of course, he's been locked up 40 more years. But he didn't seem to resort to that type of thing unless it was going to gain him an advantage. Like if someone's locked in a bathroom and you're going to kill her, just kill her. He didn't even really seem to kill anybody when he wasn't getting to the babysitters. Like he killed the guy, he killed the mechanic. He just sort of had to look, I'm going to have to kill you because I got to take your clothes and this truck here. So you're dead. But he wasn't just killing random people during the escape. Like he didn't kill the nurse. He didn't kill any other inmates, So that seems weird.
Yeah. And it might play better and we'll see in the teaser and stuff. But if you're a purist and you're keeping an eye on them being true to everything,
the teeth just seems weird. I mean,
seems a little
I
weird.
expect that he's going to kill people on his way to try and get Laurie. That's not that's not weird. But the fact that he's cornering someone in a bathroom stall or whatever and then drops teeth at them, it just seems odd. Just seems odd, doesn't it? It just seems weird.
You know what it reminds me of? Because it's like a prop. It reminds me of the Busta Rhymes one when he's just he has all the bones, but they're from the dollar store and they have the fucking tag on them. Wait a minute, these are fake. God damn it, this has all been a ruse. This isn't Michael Myers' house at all. For some reason, my mind keeps going to that when he's just here are the teeth.
These are real.
I said. This is from cinemablend.com. It's a documentary crew who's heading back to Illinois to profile Laurie and the family 40 years after the initial incident. In the process of the research, they encounter Michael in the high-security hospital that has detained him since then. And in the yard of the facility, they present Michael with a gift, his original mask Oh my God.
What?
I'm just reading what cinemablend.com has. I missed this when I was putting
Happy birthday!
Yeah, I'm always iffy on those moments. Like, how is he going to get his mask back? How is he going to get his glove back?
Well,
like how...
when they give him the key to the city, they give him his mask back.
Yeah, like I kind of liked in the 2009 Friday the 13th remake how he got his mask. It was just kind of in this barn, and he's like, "Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool."
Yep.
Because he had the sack on, and there was no like he's got to go out of his way to get it. Oh, they murdered him at a Dick's Sporting Goods, and now he's got a hockey. No, it's just this dirty fucking thing in a place that he put it on and he liked it.
And it's not important. You know, like how Jason got the mask in the first place is not important, and the mask, so it shouldn't be important in that reboot. But this is not a reboot, so like in the first movie, he just randomly steals a mask from the hardware store. So in this movie, he's got to get the same mask back, and it's a continuation from the first one. So yeah, you would imagine how they did it in 4 kind of sucked. You know, like, oh, we just sell Michael Myers masks. You know, that guy that killed 15 people 10 years ago. We'll just sell a mask that he wore. And he's just like, oh, how convenient. Now I've got one.
Yeah.
So this one, they have the President of the United States present it to him.
Because one thing I hate about these types of movies, the docu-drama reality things, is there's going to be a crew. And I'm sure they all die. But I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. And there's going to be the funny one. And it's going to be the one that takes it too seriously.
And the one that tries to have sex with the female one.
He's going to go after fucking Laurie Strode's daughter so fucking hard. What episode is this? 17? I'm going to go back to this episode when this movie comes out. Because I guarantee you that's just how it goes. And it's just a waste. It's just like, it's like when they have the love subplot, because we have to do it. It's like, you're doing a documentary angle. Go grab the 3 boys, because that's how that fucking works. And I hate it. So they give him his original mask. Seems a little shit. I'm sure they do it because they want the shot. And are we going to see him without it? Because he doesn't have it. And they apparently present him with it. Or
and he wasn't set on fire.
Like, is he in the bath? Is he in the bathroom? Here, go give this to him in the bath. Like, how does this handoff transpire? We'll find out when we see the teaser in probably 12 hours.
I hope so.
From there, we catch up with Laurie, who actually admits that she has been hoping that Michael would escape. Why? So she can kill him. She says this, and she fires a live round into a mannequin she has stationed around her house for target practice.
Not really safe use of firearms there. You don't want to shoot live ammo in the house if you can avoid it. I'm guessing she doesn't have it in a range. It's probably just in a closet. Boy, you're really leaning in hard at me.
I'm just reading this shit. And
she shoots it at a man. Wait, this sounds like Enough starring Jennifer Lopez. Plus the Supernatural episodes where they have the camera crew, because they do this thing where it's like the documentary crew. They have a couple episodes like that. Plus the Busta Rhymes one and a little Rob Zombie teeth.
Little Rob Zombie teeth. The footage looks worn and dusty in the best ways. Dated as
in the best way.
That's the Cinema Blend editorial.
There's so many things that can be worn and dusty in the best ways.
In the best ways. As if it has also been waiting 40 years to be let loose, which is exactly what happens. A prison transport bus flips. Michael was on it, and now he's on the loose, heading for Laurie. So, I mean, it's
how
a teaser.
Lucky.
That's what teaser does. Gives you the quick little, here's what the movie's going to be about. We'll introduce some more characters and subplots in a different trailer. But a lot of people are saying it's scary. This is a good trailer, scary, visceral, all this kind of shit. When we read it this way, it doesn't sound like it. but maybe you got that score. You know, it's all about the editing and how it's presented.
You're already hedging your bets. Really, it's about the score and the editing, and we won't know what that's like.
Well, I'm just wondering, these people are saying they liked it for a reason, I'd imagine. And I know everybody likes something when they're there. Like, you see a movie in theaters, you tend to give it, more props than it deserves. And that might be the case here. But everybody's talking it up. And this thing comes out October 19th, so that teaser's got to be coming soon.
What kind of accent does Tom Hardy give Michael Myers? Why do we do that? Why did we do that? Why are we doing that? Or whatever.
I think they say at one point near the end he unmasked and he goes up to Laura and goes, ah! See, now what? Like when she stabs him in the, what's the one where she stabs him in the eyes?
She shoots him in the eyes.
Is that two?
Two at the end of
he
two.
Gets a lot of eye. He gets a lot of eye damage.
Oh no, she pokes him in the eye in one with a coat hanger.
I want to dub over Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Well, he got sanded in the eyes.
I love that this is like the most visual episode we've done in this Stream is Broken.
Yeah, people are just going to listen to like when you were leaning in. I couldn't stop laughing. No one's going to see that, but I saw it.
So like I said, every week there's probably going to be some Halloween shit, and we're going to talk about it a lot, just like we've done here.
We should.
But I can't wait. I'm just so excited. Like people are excited for Infinity War. If you're a comic book person, they're just hyped up about that kind of shit. Like this is my thing. I don't give a fuck about Infinity War. Everyone says it's good. I've got Infinity War in the show notes right there. That's really all I wanted to talk about with that. People seem to enjoy it.
That's what I've heard. I've not seen it yet. I'll see it Saturday.
I haven't heard any of the spoilers because I'm sure some people get God and this happens and that.
I hope
Luckily,
so.
Luckily, I've avoided most of that. But all reports are, it's fun. They said if you like Guardians of the Galaxy and Thor Ragnarok, you'll like this. And I'm like, those are the fun ones.
I heard that from somebody that was not too high on Avengers, like when it came out or now, that this feels to them what they were hoping the first Avengers would feel like. And they have it. They have a ranking of all of the Marvel movies as they see it, and they have it ranked pretty high. It's up there with Winter Soldier and Guardians and Ragnarok.
Well, because Avengers 1 and 2, well, 2 is his own fucking thing, but the first one was like a setup movie. Gotta get them all together and blah, blah, blah. This one's just like, they're all together. We know everything. There's a bad guy. Fun times. Comic book. Go.
Yep.
So it's like we could have just been doing this.
And stakes. I hope there's some stakes. I feel like there are some stakes in this movie. Because we're coming to a close with people's contracts, and we're going on 10 years in for some of these actors, and I'm hoping there's some stakes.
If they get rid of Jeremy Renner.
Everyone was totally thinking he was going to die in the Avengers 2, and you had to be so happy. Like, I could totally tell he's dying in Avengers 2. You're like, thank God he's out of here. What?
And I don't know if he dies in this one. I think if he did, I'd probably like the memes would be out of control. So maybe he probably makes it. We'll find out. I want to see that using my MoviePass.
How's that going?
Well. MoviePass.
You finally got it.
I finally got it. And everyone knows what MoviePass is. Get a credit card thing for them, subscription, unlimited movies. Just go to the theater, you watch the movies. And this came out last August, and even though I ordered mine first, all my friends and family got their cards like 2 months before mine, which still bugs me. But once I got it, I was just like, it's forgiven because I can see all the movies. It's $10. I could just, one a day, that's fine. I'm not going to go multiple times anyway. Everything's fine.
So what were the original limitations? One a day?
one a day.
No
That's
3D, right?
No three. Yeah,
Yeah.
no gimmicks. No gimmicks. No gimmicks. And that was it. But now they changed their policy.
Oh, did they?
The- Um, it's not unlimited anymore. It's 4 movies a month.
That's dog shit.
That's pretty dog shit. And I don't know if it's one a week or if you can like burn all 4
In a weekend.
Yeah, boom, 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 boom. I'm not sure about that, but 4 movies a month, and it's not the end of the world, because how many movies are you really gonna go see? There's usually one good movie a week. But
How many
what about
movies
those bullshit movies like Conjuring 6 and
I gonna
Annabelle
go see?
Creation?
But-
That's what fucking Medea's Halloween 5. Like, I loved going to see the bullshit because it's like, hey, I've got MoviePass.
Because it's free. Like if you see a couple movies, it pays for itself, and then those are free.
And that was the fun part of MoviePass, was going to see a movie that you probably just weren't going to see.
And it's not wasting a movie for you because you're like, it's unlimited. So I can still go see the movie I want to see next week.
Yeah. So what's going to happen is, and I'm sure it's by design, is everyone's going to go see Avengers, and they're not going to go see some award-winning indie movie that's out. And you might have went and saw it a couple of days after Infinity War, but now you gotta fucking hoard these 4 throughout the month, and you're like, well, shit, I want to see Rampage, Ant-Man's coming, fuck, so all these other movies that could use it, and 'cause people go and see these movies, they enjoy, they tweet about it, and they get some word of mouth. Not anymore, because it's 4 a month. And now they've also done, you can't see the same movie twice.
What?
Can't see the same movie twice. An actual quote from a COO or something is, "We hope this will encourage you to see new movies and enjoy something different."
No, this discourages me from wanting to get it. I'm kind of glad I don't have it anyway, because I wouldn't even get my money's worth. But if I was, let's say I was like a single guy, or I didn't have kids, or I was just like a movie buff, like let's say you got some little small time movie review website, and you can't get free passes or whatever, but you're like, hey, MoviePass kind of makes it worth it. I can go see any movie I want. Now you're like, oh, I can only see these 4. It's only going to help. Here's what bothers me. MoviePass is still getting the same amount of money. They're just paying less money out to the movies. Like, because you can only go see 4 a month, and it can't be the same movie twice. So, if maybe you wanted to see Bad Santa 4 and you wanted to see it twice, now you're not even going to see it once because some other movie came out that you'd rather see or whatever.
Yeah, like with my MoviePass, I'm looking at my history. Like, I've seen Atomic Blonde, which I wouldn't have seen in theaters. American Made, American Assassin. I was feeling pride that week. I wouldn't have seen that. Jigsaw, I definitely would. Lady Bird, wouldn't have seen that. 3 Billboards, but no way in hell would I have seen that movie, and it was fucking great. And these are the type of Game Night, which was recent. I wouldn't have fucking saw that. And these are the movies that are gonna get nothing going on now, because I'm like, well, I gotta go see Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, Forgotten Kingdom, I gotta see, it comes out on my birthday, I gotta see it. And so it's fucking stupid. And because I used it today. So I get into the parking lot and I fire it up, because you have to be within 100 yards to do the gimmick. And like a bunch of them, like, you've already seen this. You've already seen this. You Black Panther, you've already seen this. So right away I was like, okay, they've done it. They've instituted these changes. And I do it, Ready Player One, boom, 12 o'clock, boom, it says, okay. Then underneath it said, oh, please tell me I took a picture of it. I can't, and no one's ever going to do this, so I don't know what the fuck their game is. Where are you? There it is. Ticket verification. After you purchase your ticket, don't forget to take a picture of the ticket stub. You can submit it anytime before your next movie. Your account status could be affected if you do not submit pictures of your ticket stubs in the future. So they want ticket verification. Take a picture of your fucking ticket stub.
Why? So they know that you're not using it for someone else?
I don't fucking know. There's only 4 movies you could go see anyway. If they did this before doing the 4 times, it's like, I guess I'm just not going to do that until you fucking mess with my account, and then I'm going to complain and you're going to cancel whatever bullshit you tried to do. This MoviePass won't exist in a year. I'm going to use it while I can. 4 movies a month. I mean, that's, it's like $40 some. And I'm paying $10. So I'm going to use it. If they make any more fucking changes, I'm out, simply because I don't want to support a company that's just like bait and switch. We promised you this. Like when they did MoviePass last year and it was the big thing and unlimited, if they just said, hi, we're MoviePass. For $10 a month, you can see 4 movies a month, but it can't be the same one and once a day. If that's cool with you, subscribe. I might have even done that. But of course, it was unlimited, so everybody rushed to it. But you can't fucking go from the fucking golden era, this amazing subscription thing, to this janky bullshit, changing your policies out of nowhere, whim, horse crap. I'm not a fan of it. They can go fuck themselves, and I'm just going to use it as long as I can before they're shit canned.
Is this month to month, or do you pay like a year's worth in advance or something?
You could do both. It was cheaper to do the year subscription, or you could just do the 10 a month. Because I think it would have been like $7.99 if you paid for the whole year. So it was one of those jobbers. So
I wonder if anyone's paid for the whole year and now they have some sort of legitimate grievance with them, where you go, well, these aren't the terms that I signed up for. Unless, I'm sure in the terms somewhere it says, like, we can change these terms whenever we want. Yeah. But like that seems like underhanded business practice. It's not even just like, I don't like it. It's like, I didn't agree. It's like if you sign a WWE Network's, like, it's $10 a month. You get to watch everything, all the past pay-per-views and all the current pay-per-views. And then you sign up for it, and like 3 months in, they're like, no, you got to pay extra for pay-per-views. Like, wait a minute. That's half the reason why I signed up.
Yeah, I agree. It's shady as hell. Needless to say, nobody's happy with this. And everybody loved MoviePass. Oh, MoviePass. Forget the fact that they were 2 months late with my card. MoviePass. Oh, I can see this. I can see that. It just had all this goodwill attached to it. Now, you say the words MoviePass, and I just think those lying cunts, those fucking thief criminals. That's what they are. They're thief criminals. I can't believe it. And a lot of people said MoviePass is too good to be true. It's too good to be true, and it's going to go out of business one day. And I said, yeah, probably. But until then, I'm going to do this. I didn't expect this.
This is fast.
So soon. This isn't even a year. This isn't even a year. And yeah, I think they're done. This was I think one of the Netflix co-founders' projects, and he should probably stick to something else, because this wasn't a good financial move for him. And
I gotta say,
fuck it. Do you pass? Fuck them.
Do you think that this was part of the plan, or do you think some shit went awry and they started crunching the numbers and are like, oh shit, Bill, we're going to be out of business in 4 months?
I think something went awry. Because I remember last year when MoviePass was announced. I mean, MoviePass has existed for years, and it was $30 a month, and it was a different thing. But the $10 a month unlimited thing, I was telling everybody about it. It was just a dream come true kind of thing. And that was, August, September. And then October and November, even in December, like, people who worked at the theaters were like, what the fuck is like, people didn't know what it was. And I was like, this isn't as popular as they thought it was going to be. This didn't take off. It took off for me.
Right.
But I do not think it hit how they wanted it to hit.
Doesn't sound like it.
So I'll see Infinity War. I saw Ready Player One, so I don't even know if I'm allowed to see Infinity War this week or if I have to wait until next week. I don't know. Maybe I'll experiment with that to see how that bullshit works. And I'm not taking a picture of my ticket stub. I'm not. Fuck you. Fuck off.
Yeah, who keeps those things?
And it was just like, make sure not to do the receipt. It's got to be the ticket stub. I'm like, it's usually the same thing because it comes out of the kiosk. Do you know anything, MoviePass? I hate you now. Used to be my boy.
That is unfortunate, and I feel bad for you. I'm sorry that MoviePass is screwing you over.
I'm just like, last till October 19th, please. So I can see Halloween in theaters.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking forward to that Halloween, I'm going to be honest. I really am. So
it'll be well made.
You know, it wouldn't be an episode if we didn't talk about wrestling a little bit. They had this Greatest Royal Rumble Ever, or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
In Saudi Arabia.
They did have.
And I'm like, oh, okay. So some Saudi prince was like, here's $1 billion. Come over and entertain me. Okay. And I was like, it said it was part of like Saudi Arabia's new plan to modernize and, you know, not kill people who are gay or whatever, you know, whatever they do over there. And then I'm looking at it. I'm like looking at the card. And this guy beats this guy. And I'm like, there's no women on this card, huh? No, unfortunately, Saudi Arabia doesn't allow that. And they got in trouble because one of the commercial promos during the pay-per-view was like showing a woman doing things. And they're like, whoa, 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 we can't show that here. Like, oh, yeah, we forgot. You guys are fucking savages.
Which is, it's hilarious because, like, there's somebody recording in the arena while it's playing because it's Carmella and she's very beautiful. But she pops up on the screen and people are like, they're like cheering and like, woo, because she's very attractive. So it wasn't just like, boo, fucking stone her to death.
No.
I was like, they popped for her.
Oh, I'm sure. Also, this was the first time women were allowed to come to the WWE event, but they had to have a male escort there with them. They had to have a chaperone. So women were in the audience for the first time ever. It wasn't just 60,000 dudes. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I think like indie shows need to take a note. It's like, bring your girlfriend.
I'm so tired of having to try and pretend like this is okay. Like, oh, you're an Islamophobe if you don't think that's okay. Like, why? Because they don't allow women to be on television and go to a concert or a wrestling thing. I'm supposed to be like, that's their culture. You can't say anything bad about it. Like, well, the South has a lot of cultural things that I say bad things about.
You guys vape, so it's culture. Stupidity everywhere, right?
I'm like, there's none of these women. I'm like, Ronda Rousey's not. Oh, yeah, it's Saudi Arabia. Women aren't allowed to do anything fun. And
it was hilarious because, man, when the boys are away, the broads will get on Instagram and fucking suntan and go to the pool and show their titties on Instagram stories. Lana all fucking week is just like, here are my titties. Alexa Bliss is like, here are my new fake titties. Like, they didn't give a fuck.
They're getting them thumbs. They're getting them hearts on Instagram.
They're getting all the hearts. And this is good on WWE because a lot of people are shitting on them. Like, ooh, what are you working with the savages or whatever, backwards country?
Yeah, millions of dollars.
Yeah, they're carnies. Don't even.
It's wrestling.
They're gonna take the money, but two, they paid the women as if they did go.
That's awesome.
That's very cool. I like that.
I wonder if Saudi Arabia knows that. I could see Vince like, oh no, we're not going to pay them for that. They didn't work. And then he's playing both sides of it. But yeah, Triple H was like, come on, like I understand, but they're allowed to go to this show. Like they weren't allowed to come to the last show. Now they're allowed to come to the show if they have a male chaperone. It's like, baby steps. And I get it. But I'm not upset at the WWE either. And I'm not upset for like the general public over there. like upset at them, you know, because like you're born into that. But like, you know, it just seems like America's always sucking that Saudi oil dick all the time. Like no matter who's president or, you know, who won or whatever, it's like, oh, the Saudis are coming. They got $1 billion in oil. Doesn't it seem like that? Like, doesn't matter if the Clintons are in power or Obama or Bush or Trump. Everyone's like, Saudis. No, no comment on that.
Every time you did the
like, I know we're gonna get shot now. Like, I know the black helicopters are coming after us for me saying all this, but
easy, man, Cal.
At the top of the cock.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really know too much about their culture, and then like they have some plan. Like within 20 years, women will be able to have cars.
In 20 years, like, right. Women will be on television here. Oh,
yeah,
God.
It's weird. Because I felt weird. Because at the Greatest Royal Rumble, you have the ring, and then you have like the front row, you know, the big money thing, and it was all like the princes and shit, and they had these big fucking comfy chairs, lazy boy things, and then like that was like their area. They got to be like front row, like rows like 1 to 10 essentially.
Yeah, like some ring. Game of Thrones shit.
Yeah,
like,
and then it was
entertain the king.
And then it was like 30 rows back. That's when general admission starts. So there's this huge gap of nothing, of absolute nothing, separating those folks from like the regular Joes. And that's where all the noise was coming from, you know, the big pops and everything. And it was because it was so much fun to watch these wrestlers come out, and these princes, a lot of these people didn't know, but there's always one guy in the front row, and he was like middle left. I'll never forget him because he was a fat one. And I was like, look at that fat little fuck. And he was so happy the whole time. Like, oh, Bobby Lashley. And he'd be like, oh, Bobby Lashley. Yeah. All of the stuff.
Like they did the whole thing just for him?
I was like, I think he's the one. And sure enough, he gets in the ring later for some like ceremony thing. Like, here, you've won the championship tournament, the Royal Rumble. Here's your thing. I was like, it was him. I couldn't fucking believe it. Yeah, it was a hell of a thing. Corey Graves, announcer, he was over there. The announcing for the whole event's hilarious because they kind of shit on it a little bit. But as soon as they were fucking done, Corey Graves is on Twitter like, oh, it's nice to have fucking freedom again and our women can do shit. And I was just like, glad you didn't say that shit while you were there.
Yeah. Were the women, what were the women wrestlers saying? Were they told like, we're going to pay you. We know it's kind of shitty, but just keep it down on Twitter so we don't all die over there?
I think the only thing I saw was, because I think there was a promo, because they're watching the show. And there was a pre-event promo where it's like, get inspired. And it's just like, John Cena, you can do whatever you want. And, you know, the Bailey's like, you can do whatever, all this kind of shit. Be inspired is the thing. And Sasha Banks tweets like, oh, yeah, I'm really inspired.
You do whatever you want if you're a man.
Yeah. I think that was about it, though. They got paid a lot of money.
Oh, I'm sure.
And I think they're going back in November.
I bet they are. Like, come on, Vince. Here's $1 billion of that Saudi oil money.
Saudi money mark, and they're just gonna do whatever they want. Apparently, have you seen it? Have you watched this? Have you watched this? Greatest Royal Rumble, 50 participants. There's one moment where this Mark Henry's in there, and he looks old. But Mark Henry's in there, 3, 2, 1, new entrant. And it's this like big fat Japanese guy with the sumo diaper. And I'm like, I don't know who this is. What a lovely surprise. Because you don't expect this shit. Randy Orton, yes. This no-name sumo guy. Yeah. Anyway, he gets in. Showdown between two strong guys. Mark Henry eliminates him. People forget about it instantly. Turns out the Saudi prince, when he's like, oh, yeah, come over and bring Rey Mysterio and bring this, and bring Yokozuna.
I was going to jokingly say that it was like Yokozuna was somebody's favorite wrestler. And they're like, but he's dead. What are we going to do?
apparently, like he was requested, and WWE's response was,
Did they,
"Get a fat one."
did they bring fake Diesel and fake Razor too?
No.
And fake Undertaker? It's like looking in a mirror.
So I mean, so that made a lot more sense after the fact. Yeah.
Here, dude, put this on. I know. Just go out there and get eliminated.
Yeah, and they're like reading his fucking, stats as he comes. Oh, he's won this, this, and this. Apparently, if you Google him, there's fucking nothing. There's just nothing on this guy.
They didn't use like the kayfabe Yokozuna stats.
No, they weren't saying he was Yoko. They called him another name, another.
Oh, okay, but they could just make look. See that's him.
Yeah, they're like.
I thought they were saying like it's Yokozuna. Oh, remember when he beat Bret Hart?
No. But I'm sure, like, it was for, where was Yokozuna? It's like, well, he's dead, but we did bring a.
We did put a diaper on someone else.
We did diaper someone up for you. Money, please. The lengths they'll go to is hilarious. Now, the Royal Rumble itself was fun. Like I said, 50 entrants. The ring setup was cool. The ramp was cool. They didn't have the LED boards on the side.
Those are banned in Saudi Arabia.
Those are banned. It's too bright. They had the pads outside the ring, of course, but they were a little loose, I think, which can cause some mishaps.
Uh-oh.
And I'm gonna throw a GIF up here for you. Oh, you can't see it because we're not doing the thing.
Right.
Fuck. We'll just do this then.
Yeah, just throw it in the box.
I'm gonna throw it in the box. I can't believe you haven't seen this because they're covering it.
I think I have.
In Sweden.
Is this Titus?
It's Titus.
I have seen this. You don't have to put it in there. I've seen it. I've seen it.
So for those who haven't known, Royal Rumble, you come in, you run down, you jump in the ring, and you fight, and you get eliminated. This motherfucker's running full bore.
It looks fake. The GIF looks fake.
Yeah.
Like, that's how weird it looks.
Yeah, and for those listening, just Google Titus GIF Royal Rumble, and you'll see a big, strong guy trip, slide, hit the mat, and go right underneath the ring.
He shoots right under the ring.
Disappears.
It had like full speed. This looks like he's sliding into second base right under the ring. Whoop! Oh god! Yeah. I was dying when I saw it. I watched it like 10 times in a row.
Well, watch it an 11th time because there's something because you're busy laughing. Watch it again, and I'll link it for you. Bada bing, bada boom.
It's slow motion. Oh god!
He almost hits a beam that's like in the center of the ring.
Oh yeah!
Like you can.
Oh yeah, I see it. It's to his right.
Yeah, it's just to the right of him. If he were to hit that going that fucking fast,
he
would have been dead. Especially he's got his head up, his neck would have been Pez dispenser.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, but in the end, it's just a laugh riot.
Yeah.
They replayed it like 20 times. Vince McMahon was fucking dying. God, the announce team was cracking up. It was just a good old time. And right now Raw's on. I'm sure Titus has probably already been on television. And they're, going to capitalize on that. Don't slip, Titus, that kind of
So were there any cool surprises or not really?
A lot of it was spoiled. Like, they're like, Ray's going to be there. I'm like, okay. So, no. There weren't.
It wasn't like Hogan came out or like Shawn Michaels or anything like that.
No. Taker worked Rusev in a casket match. That was about it. But once again, that was advertised, so there was no legitimate surprises. It was all like, "Here's a super card. We're gonna perform this super card."
So, because the Royal Rumble is sort of known for surprises. That match.
Yeah, I mean, there were some NXT people who I didn't even know their fucking names.
Well,
otherwise it was just like, there's 50, so here's some jobbers. But no, they didn't bring out like, here's Hacksaw,
right?
Here's Jake the Snake,
here's Diesel.
Like those motherfuckers don't want to deal with that. I'm not traveling. Where? To get thrown over the... No. Unless that money is right, and they're not going to do that because they're just going to pay Zack Ryder $20 and a ham sandwich. So they're not going to do that.
Yeah, I wanted to bring that up. I wanted to bring it up because it was interesting. Interesting story. You can kind of see it both ways. And you can kind of see why would you not take $1 trillion from the Saudi prince, who's apparently throwing everyone out, and there's quite a bit of drama going on over there if you read into it. That family's in a state of flux. There's a bunch of people just getting kicked out, and their money is taken away. This guy's just I'm taking all your money. Why? Because you didn't earn it. I'm keeping it all. What? Yeah, it's weird, wacky stuff.
Wacky
but
boys.
The WWE's cashing in on it.
Yeah, and we'll see what happens in November, because I think they're going back, like I said. But
the greatest Survivor Series.
The Survivor Series. Is Corey Graves going to be there? Or are they going to be like, you got to shut your mouth? You said too much?
If I were him, I wouldn't want to go there. I'd be scared after what I said.
Yeah.
This is a country, legit. If you're gay, they kill you. Sorry, the punishment for being born that way. We kill you. Oh, right. I forgot.
I was hoping to move.
That's rough. That's kind of rough.
It's a little rough. But, Titus fell, so that, everyone had a good time.
And $250 billion of oil money, so what are you going to do?
Any plugs? Do you have the Survivor Series you're working on, or?
Nope, just working on this finger, hoping to straighten that out by Wednesday. Maybe it'll be all healed up in another day and a half.
Are you going to have penguin hands when I see you Wednesday?
I'm going to have
I got these taped and the buddy.
This will be buddy taped. I might just put some tape on my good pinky around the knuckle just to, a little extra support. I don't know.
I don't know. That club linemen just.
Yeah, maybe. You never know.
Let's club it up.
No plugs. No plugs for me. Oh, you know what? We'll talk about it next week, but I started doing a little it's not, technically it's not called intermittent fasting. That's not the scientific term. It's called time restricted feeding. But I've been trying that out a little bit. So, next week will be good because I'll been doing it for a little more than a week, and we can go into it a little bit.
Cool. This was episode 17. Thanks for listening and not watching, because that didn't work out. I'm dropping teeth over a bathroom stall.
And I'm the ring who ate Titus.